there's the yellow lawn furniture that I got on the side of the road and repaired. It was damaged and painted, refurbished. There's my patriotic Canadian flag, and this is my front yard. For those of you who know where I live, I got another bench I'm working on today. It went right there. I don't know if you remember or not. It's covered with lilies. But anyways, I've got it over in the driveway, getting ready. It is growing high already. Just since I showed you yesterday, look at, they're getting higher than the plastic, which is starting to droop. No, they're not. Someone just drove by and tried to take my chairs that I just showed you. She asked me, do you know if those chairs are out there to give away? I said, no, they're not. It's funny, eh? Well, it's my last day, 100-day challenge, and I haven't weighed in over a week. And so I decided to weigh it again today, and I was hoping that I miraculously lost like 10 pounds overnight, but I didn't. I actually gained 2 pounds over the weekend, so I'm not much farther ahead than when I started 100 days ago. I think I'm at only 8 pounds lower than when I started 100 days ago. And it just goes to show you, one decadent weekend with your friends and family celebrating can really mess you up. But anyways, I come to the conclusion that, you know, I'm not a person who wants to live like that, to be afraid to go to a family reunion or a party or do anything, or lift weights because I'll gain weight instead of losing it. Or I'm not the kind of person who wants to give up my 4 hours of my day working out, exercising, and going to a gym or joining a running group. Or I spent a lot of years in my life working really, really hard, raising my family and doing the things I do that I value. You know, being a wife and mother, canning, cooking, sewing, cleaning, rebuilding, restoring, renovating old houses. And I'm not a sluggard. I'm not a person who sits in a chair and reads all day or watches TV. I've never been a sluggard. And so I guess I am who I am as far as weight goes. The thing that we did with the raw statement about counting your calories and it'll make you more conscious of what you eat. Well, I was eating 1,100 calories or less for the last month, every day except on the weekend when I went to parties. But I was careful there too. I watched what I ate even at the parties. I noticed that my stomach shrunk and I've eaten less than I used to. And I don't crave things that I used to, which is good. I'm eating way more vegetables. I'm even drinking green veggie juice. It's a product from the States, and it's got more vegetables and fruit in it than I could afford to put into the price I pay for this product. And I'm drinking only half a cup a day of it instead of a whole cup because I'm trying to keep those calories down, right? And it's full of things like kiwi and peppers and asparagus and vegetables. It's got like 6 or 7 green vegetables and about the same many fruit. But as many vegetables as it has fruit, and there's a huge number of them. Boasts of all kinds of vitamins in it. So I'm guessing that it's probably really good for me. And my son-in-law and my granddaughter have been on this product for a while, and I've noticed a substantial difference in their hair, the health of their hair and their skin, their body. Lana gained a little weight on it, but she needed to. She looked anemic. Doug lost weight on the product, so it kind of like normalized. My granddaughter looks like a glowing young woman right now. She looks gorgeous. I have never seen her in years look as healthy as she looks. And Doug, he's a weightlifter. He lifts, oh, I can't believe it. My husband said he lifts over 300 pounds or something like that of weights when he lifts weights. He's like massive muscle. And he's slimmed right down and looks really good. And so, you know, living proof of people that I know speaks volumes to me. So the product seems to be a good product. So I've been using that for over a week, hoping that that would, speed up the old weight loss and get fit program. So I've been working out. I've been watching what I eat. Dr. Oz says eat only one four-legged meat a week. My knee on this side doesn't go as far, which means my back is still a little out. So I'm just going to help myself with a chair. So I'm eating only like way less beef. Usually this time of year it's a fire pit season. And in our city you can't have a fire pit on unless you're cooking and eating something over that fire pit. So we usually have the turkey smokies, which are way leaner than any other smokies, the pork and whatever, but there's still calories. But I haven't been doing that. The only thing I've had over the fire pit is day before yesterday I had one marshmallow with my daily square of chocolate and half the chocolate chip cookie. So it was a box more. My shirt. So what's my conclusion? Well, I don't know. I always tend to lose weight when the sun shines anyway. So I don't know whether to say it was all this working out or dieting or whether, well, actually, the sun's been shining for a couple of days and I haven't lost any weight. So, I don't know. I haven't been sunbathing or anything. I was working in my garden. Although I have a very shady backyard. So maybe if I laid in a bikini on the beach, one thing would work out better than the other. Maybe I'd be so self-conscious I would never eat. Or maybe the sun would melt away some calories of that or whatever. I don't know. Whether it's my really slow metabolism or my age or the 1,100 calories is maybe too lean for me and maybe I've slowed my metabolism down even more. And so when I had that thing on the weekend, did a sugar shoot, I don't know. Only God knows. I do know that in spite of my hard-working life and some emotional and physical setbacks, I'm healthier now than I ever thought I ever would be. Other than the occasional backache from being really dumb and working too hard too soon in the spring, and the minor allergies I have now compared to what I did when I was young. When I was young, I suffered terribly from allergies. But so now, I get near a cat and my eyes will water naturally. And eventually, if I'm petting it and I touch myself, then I can hardly breathe, so I have to take an allergy pill. So I avoid the cats. And in the seasons where the pollen is really strong, I get all sinus stuff, and vitamin C helps to take away some of the symptoms of allergies. And it also helps protect you from sun damage, apparently. So we'll see. The pollen gets so bad in my yard, and obviously I'm breathing it, that when I come out in the morning and wipe my table off, can't see it now because I wiped it off, but yellow, like a film of yellow all over the table. It's a glass top table. So this is the morning thing that happens, eh? So, and I'm breathing it, and I'm relatively fine. Like I get a runny nose periodically through the day, but you know, that's my body's working properly, right? So my conclusion of my 100-day videotaping is what? What have I learned from this? Well, I don't mind the exercising. The video logging took quite a bit of time. I am slimmer in the waist. I've got that hourglass thing happening again somewhat. You know, the paunchiness is pretty much not there. I'm surprised that the weight hasn't gone down more, but maybe the muscles pulling it in, the ab work I'm doing. So I don't mind the morning exercise. I'll always do a little bit, but I'm thinking I'm going to be more consistent in doing a full 15 to 20 minutes every day. I like getting up and doing some sort of a workout every morning, simply because it just gets my joints and everything moving better. My husband as well, and it could be because we're grandparents, we're at that stage of life. We both find that we need to get up and do morning stretches and exercises, just to ease our body into the day, and that's probably to keep rigor mortis at bay. I don't know. So it's been an interesting journey. When I went on the calorie counting thing, realizing the kinds of things that really are full of calories. Like, I had no idea. Last summer, one of my favorite drinks was iced tea. Mostly I buy the light. But even with the light, I think it's 72 calories a cup. Normal iced tea, don't buy it, anybody. If you're watching your weight, don't drink normal iced tea. The kind with sugar in it, it's a meal's worth of calories. I was surprised how little calories are in my single scoop ice cream cone, my yogurt ice cream cone. I was thinking it would be 400 or 500 calories, and it wasn't. It was similar to what's in those little bars of chocolate I'm allowed to eat at night, which was another surprise. I was surprised that Dr. Oz said have 2 to 3 squares of dark chocolate every evening, every day. For women, you know, I don't know about men's, but for women, which it was something. I'm not a chocolate eater, and I started having it about a week ago, but maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe that's why. Another reason I gained. Doing this calorie counting thing online, which I stopped doing because I just don't have time. It's a good winter project, you know, work out and count calories, you know, get past the winter away. But in the summer, I learned that I don't have a community that Weight Watchers. Anyways, they didn't join in. I thought it would be like this nice social network thing going on where we would like, yay, and how are you today? And I'm fine, and how are you? And it didn't happen. So that I was surprised, and I think somewhat disappointed in that. So what else? I guess that's it. Once and for all, you know, putting it to the test that my husband asked me to put it to, I've decided that, you know, I'm the temple of the Holy Spirit. I give him ownership. God owns this temple. And if he wants to rebuild my temple in 50 days like he did in Jerusalem into an immaculate, amazing, gold-walled vessel, then, you know what, welcome to it, Holy Spirit. But if my temple crumbles with age, and it's his temple, or the temple I'm renting, and it belongs to him, then, you know, I guess I can complain to the landlord. I don't know. But anyways, I'll do my best. I won't tear it down. I'll try to maintain it. And it's going to be in the shape it's in, and I'm trying to have quality of life, spiritually, emotionally, socially, with my family. And when I go to a restaurant with a friend and they are afraid to order anything on the menu because they might die. I think when you invite someone for a meal, it should be a celebration of your relationship and your friendship. And if they are looking the menu over and they're concerned about what's on it, they should do it quietly. Not to take the joy away from everybody else at the table. So when I go to a restaurant, I'm really quiet about it. I don't say, well, I'm on a diet, I'm going to eat. You know, I look the menu over really carefully. And then I ask God to bless my meal, whatever it is I order. So that's it for Granny Fit. We're done. We're over. You have to watch me anymore. And I didn't reach the 145 day, and have a great summer. Get out there and get fit and stay fit, however, whatever that means to you.